Beginning in the mid-1400s, the Maritime Silk Route saw the largest expansion in global trade ever known. But the artefacts recovered from this period have not been appropriately understood because they were separated from the context and find spots of their origin. Our project will reunite them. Our multilateral consortium aims to discover the cultural value of the largest Southeast Asian ceramic collections in Indonesia and Australia with archaeological science. By employing and enhancing international conventions, the project will generate new knowledge about this decisive epoch in world history and build capacity to preserve the underwater cultural heritage of our region for future generations. Our project will reunite two collections salvaged from Southeast Asian waters, one held by the Ministry of Marine Affairs and Fisheries, totalling approximately 200,000 objects, and another now housed at Flinders University of around 2,300 objects. Our project will for the first time scientifically appraise the total historic value of these objects and diverse patterns of consumption and appropriation in Southeast Asia. These objects tell the story of a decisive epoch in world history when for the first time there were direct trade routes between China, Europe and every corner of the earth. Broadly identified by some writers as the Age of Commerce, this writer saw the collapse of the great agrarian economies and the rise of coastal ports coupled to quickening maritime trade networks. Because of its geographical position and treacherous seas, Southeast Asia, and specifically Indonesia, holds the history in its territorial waters, where vessels from China, India, Japan, the Arabian Peninsula, and Europe were lost at sea along with their cargoes.
We see that a lot of those sites, completely legally within the country's frameworks, have disappeared through auction houses, private trade or internet sale, where those sites have been salvaged mainly for those artifacts and those items that are considered of high economic value. And with that, of course, we lose a lot of the archaeological fabric and context of those sites. We've worked with other countries that are members that have programs in archaeology, maritime archaeology specifically, to build capacity through international cooperation and research. And this particular project is a beautiful example where we can build on that in a way that we can bring in our Indonesian partners, we can bring in our Thai partners, and have student exchanges and have students from those countries work on this particular collection.
Our project will build capacity in Australia, Indonesia, and across the Asia Pacific to recover scientific and cultural knowledge from objects that have been separated from their communities and languish in institutional and private collections worldwide.